As the Polish EU Council presidency, we decided that it's really critical for us to pull together ministers for an extraordinary Foreign Affairs Council meeting on trade, given the tariffs put forward by the United States last week. Many of you know that these were the highest tariffs really in about 100 years, and the message that came out from the Council is very much a message of unity, but I'll come back to this. We've had very open and honest discussion. We all probably wondered how EU member states will react to these extraordinary moves by the United States, moves that have certainly upended the current model of trade relations, moves that cost already over $5 trillion when you look at the US stock market. So these are moves that certainly hit the US consumers, but they will not be good for European or other global or other countries across the globe. So it's very clear that there are no winners, and this was something that was emphasized by all the member states. All of us would prefer a negotiated solution that takes us away from the potential trade war that can lead to a loss of jobs, loss of wealth. We remember what happened many years ago, many decades ago, when real trade wars start. So this is what everyone wanted. There was a huge support and big thanks to Commissioner Šefčovič and his team. This was emphasized time and time again for his engagement with the US side to the extent that US wants to engage at this moment, for his openness and transparency. So again, Maroš, I really wanted to thank you publicly, because this was said many times behind the closed door. It's great to have you in the driving seat of our conversations with the US side. Again, this is the goal is to keep Plan B. Well, Plan A is engagement and negotiations, while keeping Plan B, potential response, firmly in our back pocket. Commissioner Šefčovič will talk about the details of the plan that we already have prepared. We are not focusing at the moment on the so-called reciprocal tariffs. I mean so-called because the methodology used by the US side is not yet entirely clear to us why those are the levels of tariffs, but we have a prepared response on the steel and aluminum tariffs that will be coming in soon, in the coming days, while we are preparing in a more responsible way to respond to the so-called reciprocal tariffs. Our goal is certainly not to escalate, but to negotiate, so we want to get to negotiations. We have also had a robust conversation about China. This was we began with a readout of Commissioner Šefčovič's trip to China. Again, a very high level of appreciation for the readout. Again, a lot of constructive conversation, how we keep a balanced relationship with China, which, as you all know, is our important third trading partner. So those were the two main relationships that we wanted to address, with issues that are really impacting EU businesses, EU consumers, including on Chinese side the issue of overcapacity. Overall, very productive, very strategic conversation. We were very happy that we were able to meet, and frankly, we were glad to do it as the Polish presidency to call this meeting. This is key for us to talk, to understand each other, to engage each other in order to preserve the unity. And this goal was very much achieved today. Let me stop here.